Our brains are incredible organs. For years, scientists believed our brains stop developing after childhood. However, we now know this is far from the truth. Our brains possess a remarkable ability called neuroplasticity. It allows us to learn, adapt, and grow throughout our lives. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to reorganise itself by forming new neural connections. This ongoing process occurs in response to our experiences, thoughts, and even injuries. Neurons are the fundamental building blocks of the nervous system. These specialised cells are responsible for transmitting information throughout the brain and body. Think of neurons as messengers, constantly relaying electrical and chemical signals. Each neuron consists of a cell body, dendrites, and an axon. Dendrites receive signals from other neurons, while the axon transmits signals to other neurons, muscles, or glands. The communication between neurons occurs at specialised junctions called synapses. When a signal reaches the end of an axon, it triggers the release of chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters cross the synapse and bind to receptors on the dendrites of the next neuron. This constant interplay between strengthening and weakening connections underscores the dynamic nature of our brains. Repeated thoughts travel through these neural pathways, reinforcing the connections between neurons. Over time, these pathways become stronger, making certain thought patterns more automatic. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows our brains to adapt and change based on our experiences and repeated thoughts. By understanding how thoughts are carried through neural pathways, we can harness the power of neuroplasticity to transform our mindset for a more fulfilling life. While we may perceive ourselves as conscious beings, the reality is that a significant portion of our thoughts and actions arise from the unconscious mind. This vast reservoir of memories, beliefs, and automatic processes operates beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. Habits, in particular, highlight the influence of the unconscious mind. When we repeat an action or thought pattern over time, it becomes ingrained in our neural circuitry. The more we engage in a particular behaviour, the stronger the associated neural pathway becomes. Eventually, these pathways become so well versed that we perform the action or thought unconsciously without conscious effort. If we have developed unhealthy coping mechanisms or limiting beliefs, they can become deeply embedded in our subconscious, influencing our actions and decisions without our awareness. The good news is that neuroplasticity offers a pathway to break free from these unconscious patterns and rewire our brains for positive change. Transforming our minds requires a conscious effort and a willingness to challenge our ingrained patterns of behaviour. The first step is to identify the specific thoughts, behaviours, or habits we wish to change. This self-awareness is crucial because we cannot change what we do not acknowledge. One powerful approach is to alter our routines and environments. Our surroundings have a significant impact on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviours. By changing our physical environment, we can disrupt these associations and create space for new and more positive patterns to emerge. Equally important is the influence of our social circles. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, encouraging, and like-minded individuals can provide the necessary support for personal transformation. The people we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviours. The power of mindfulness, mastering your mental landscape. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating self-awareness and disengaging from negative thought patterns. At its core, mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise without getting swept away by them. This practice helps us develop a greater sense of self-awareness, allowing us to recognise and interrupt negative thought patterns before they spiral out of control. One effective mindfulness technique is to focus on our breath. By bringing our attention to the sensation of each inhale and exhale, we anchor ourselves in the present moment. This simple act can have a profound calming effect on the mind, reducing stress and anxiety. Another powerful mindfulness practice is gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on the things we are grateful for can shift our perspective from negativity to positivity. Section 6, the perils of escapism, substance abuse and mental well-being. While it may be tempting to seek solace in substances to numb emotional pain or escape from life's challenges, substance abuse ultimately hinders personal growth and transformation. Drugs and alcohol may provide temporary relief, but they do not address the underlying issues driving our desire to escape. In fact, substance abuse often exacerbates existing problems, leading to a vicious cycle of dependence and dysfunction. Cannabis, while increasingly legalized and socially acceptable, can have detrimental effects on cognitive function, motivation, and mental health. Chronic cannabis use has been linked to an increased risk of anxiety, depression, and even psychosis in susceptible individuals. Similarly, alcohol, while often perceived as a socially acceptable and even celebrated substance, can have profound negative consequences for our mental and physical well-being. Alcohol is a depressant that slows down brain function, impairing judgment, coordination, and emotional regulation. Section 7, embracing the journey. Challenges and triumphs of transformation. The journey of transforming our minds is not always easy. It requires effort, dedication, and a willingness to confront our deeply ingrained patterns. There will be times when we stumble, when old habits resurface, or when we feel discouraged. The key is to approach these challenges with self-compassion and a growth mindset. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, to refine our approach and strengthen our resolve. Remember that change is a process, not an overnight event. It is through consistent effort and small incremental improvements that we achieve lasting transformation. The rewards of embarking on this transformative journey are immeasurable. As we rewire our brains for positivity, resilience, and growth, we experience a profound shift in our overall well-being. Section 8, the science of change, evidence-based strategies for success. Neuroplasticity is a scientifically validated phenomenon supported by research. Studies using brain imaging techniques such as fMRI show that activities like learning a new language, practicing mindfulness, or regular physical exercise lead to measurable changes in brain structure and function. These changes reflect the brain's ability to adapt and reorganise itself. Synaptic plasticity, the strengthening or weakening of connections between neurons, is key. Learning new things makes synapses more efficient, essential for memory and learning. Section 9. A future of possibilities. Unlocking your full potential. The discovery of neuroplasticity has profound implications for our understanding of what it means to be human. It challenges the long-held belief that our brains are fixed and immutable, offering a message of hope and empowerment. We are not simply products of our genes or our past experiences. We are active agents in shaping our own brains and consequently our own destinies. By embracing the principles of neuroplasticity, we can unlock our full potential and create a future filled with purpose, growth, and well-being. The journey of transformation begins with a single step. Let us embrace the extraordinary gift of neuroplasticity and cultivate minds that are resilient, adaptable, and brimming with possibilities.